Last night on MasterChef Australia.
It is so important you cook with all your heart.
Aaron cooked off against culinary icon Maggie Beer.
I'm an old chick, I don't really need the pressure.
And just missed out on winning immunity.
I feel like I've won because I've gained so much from today.
Tonight, the amateurs face their biggest challenge yet.
Big shit means big numbers.
Two teams hit the high seas to cater for 2,000 partygoers
It's like we're heading to war.
in a race to prepare a massive 8,000 canapes.
I'm concerned that you guys aren't going to get food up.
And the pressure is on like never before.
Why the hell am I doing this to myself?
You gotta laugh, because otherwise you're gonna cry.
I'm sitting in the kitchen and I get an email from the judges, which is very unusual. Dear contestants, tomorrow you will face your next team challenge. Aaron, as winner of the invention test, you'll be the captain of one team and you must choose your opposing team captain. Each of you will then alternate in choosing your other team members. Tomorrow morning, you must meet us at Barangaroo on the banks of Sydney Harbour at sunrise. You're about to undertake what is, in every way, the biggest challenge ever attempted on MasterChef Australia.
It just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and I'm a little bit afraid at this point.
Standing up in front of the room and being given the ability to choose my own team, it feels great. I don't really owe anyone anything because no one chooses me anyway, so I'm just going to do what I want to do. Okay, for the captain of the red team, I'm going to go with Sky.
Aaron chooses Sky as his opposite team captain. I don't think that he'd pick someone he didn't feel he could beat.
Aaron might have chosen me because at the beginning of this week, I was struggling a little bit. I think Aaron is going to be a little bit surprised and I'm going to give him a run for his money.
Okay, the first person I pick for my team is Marion because she wins everything, so hopefully she'll help me win something.
For my first team pick, I'm going to choose Pete. He just seems to exceed every expectation on the team challenges. Thanks for going.
Matthew.
Claire.
I think he's the hardest working cook here. It's Jake. If it's going to be huge, you've got to have Jake.
Adam.
Callum.
Alvin.
Need you over here, J-Bomb.
Shani.
And last but absolutely not least, the dessert queen, Miss Jo. Please join the blue team. Good stuff, mate.
Thanks.
No problem.
Walking towards Barangaroo Wharf, it's like we're heading to war.
Red team, blue team, welcome to Barangaroo and the site of your next team challenge. Today, you'll be catering a function on one of the boats on the harbour. But What will it be? Lunch for 12 on one of those little yachts over there? No. No. It's bigger than that. A lot bigger. The event you'll be catering will be on the P&O ship Pacific Jewel.
There's literally a large city of a ship. I mean, what are we getting ourselves in for?
Big ship means big numbers. And getting on board this ship today, 2,000 passengers.
Oh my God. And it's just us.
You guys need to cater for their sail away party.
We are about to get absolutely hammered with the biggest challenge ever.
Each team will prepare 4,000 canapes. That means together, you will prepare 8,000 individual canapes for that party.
Oh, not a problem.
Easy, easy.
You gotta laugh, because otherwise you're gonna cry.
Each of those 2,000 guests will be given a blue and a red token. They will each vote for their favourite canapes. The team that gets the most tokens will win. And for the winner, the chance to go into the kitchens of one of our leading Asian restaurants, Red Lantern, and work alongside one-on-one with head chef Mark Jensen.
That is awesome.
For the losers, one member of the losing team will be sent home in an elimination round.
Red team, blue team, I'll see you all in the galley shortly. Come on.
It's pretty exciting. I've never been on a cruise. Unfortunately, we're not there for pleasure, so that takes away the excitement.
We come down the escalators into the kitchen. All you can see is just stainless steel everywhere. There's machines that I don't even know what they're for. Is this a kitchen or is this like a football stadium?
It's hot, it's stuffy. I'm feeling seasick already when I'm walking down. My head is spinning. I'm actually feeling really, really nauseous, and George is standing in front of me.
Red team, blue team, welcome to the galley of the Pacific Jewel. Each team will make a different set of 4 canapes that are under these 2 cloches. Aaron, you're the captain of the blue team, so you will get the first choice. Off you go. Aaron, the canapes that you've chosen are the salmon sashimi, the crumb lamb cutlets, the zucchini flowers stuffed with goat's cheese, Wagyu bresaola, and prosciutto on toast.
I'm not thrilled with what's in front of us. Stuffing zucchini flowers takes hours.
Sky, time to reveal the canapes that you and the red team will be preparing.
Ooh.
Beef tenderloin with red wine onions, pork belly with cabbage and apple, sesame chicken wings, and tuna with wasabi mayonnaise.
The plate is far more delicate. It looks like there's a lot more process involved in terms of our plate.
Each team will work in a different part of the galley with the support of one P&O sous chef. Red team, you've only got 6 members on your team. You will get the support of one trainee chef. Guys, it's currently 11 a.m. At 4 p.m. today, guests will be arriving. Food needs to be up.
We've got 5 hours. We're up against it.
Good luck. Run like the wind. See you soon. Go.
This is going to be so challenging today. This is going to test us. This is going to push us to our limits. Why the hell am I doing this to myself? I must be insane.
Today's team challenge, each team needs to cater for P&O Cruise's sail away party, which involves constructing 4,000 canapes per team.
Good morning, Red Team. I am Brent and I am the executive sous chef here on board the Pacific Jewel.
Each team's given a sous chef from the P&O kitchen. He's there for guidance only.
These will be the canapes that you'll be preparing today. So what I'd like now for your team and yourself to taste the canapes, and that way you can see what you're working towards.
So there's like the mustard mayonnaise underneath, and then the red white onions and then that on top.
Yeah.
As I'm tasting the canapes, the thing that really strikes me is that these are not just your regular kind of party food where it's a few things thrown together. All the flavours are really working well in balance with each other, and even though it's large volume, each individual portion has to be perfect and those flavours have to work well.
Okay, good morning. My name's Thomas Wells. I'm the executive sous chef on board the Pacific Jewel. I won't be getting my hands dirty today. I'll just be more of an advisory role to help you with what you need to do.
It's 11 a.m. and food has to be served at 4 p.m. We've got 5 hours to prepare these canapes, so we need to get cracking.
We've got to work as a team. If anyone's got a problem, do it. Let's go, bro! Come on.
You know it.
Where are we going with fish?
This kitchen is enormous and there is a lot of people running around pretty frantically.
Let's get cracking.
Whereabouts are all the onions?
Onions, you have red onions over there.
For me today, first time having come into a catering kitchen and first time leading a team in a catering sense, the numbers that I need to deal with are really foreign.
Red onions.
We need a kilo.
A kilo. Hang on, don't we need 10 kilo?
Sorry, 10 kilos.
If I slip up on organising the right amount of canapes, that's the end of the red team.
Where's the chives? These are the chives.
We're breaking
Is that
up
them?
the team into tasks instead of dishes. There's a couple of really big problem areas that we identify straight away. The salmon hasn't been filleted, hasn't been pin-boned, which is a massive job. There's also 1,000 zucchini flowers that we've got to stuff and fry. Those two jobs are exceedingly labour-intensive.
I'll get your scraps ball in a sec. Just start chopping, mate. Matthew and I get straight into the zucchini flowers. First thing I need to do is make the stuffing, which is a goat's cheese and herb stuffing. So Matthew and I get straight onto cutting the herbs, while Joanne and Jonathan gets onto cracking the eggs, and Aaron starts whipping the goat's cheese.
To do this salmon canape, we've got to take the whole salmon, fillet and skin them, pin bone them, and then slice them into nice, even, thin slices. We've got to make a pickled minted cucumber to go with it. It's got to do 1,000 of them. Easy.
The first fillet comes off and I just cannot believe how terrible it is. Instead of being a really smooth piece of salmon, it's got little grooves in it, which is going to make it a bit more difficult to cut when it comes to slicing very delicate, thin pieces of sashimi.
So maybe you and I'll go over there and do our onions?
Yeah.
Sky's strategy is to assign one person to be in charge of each dish, and then have myself, her and Pim, the trainee chef that's been assigned to our team, as floaters to help around and get all the prep done.
Today I'm making the sesame crusted chicken wings with honey soy dressing. Basically this involves making a huge tub of marinade, flour, heaps of herbs and spices, sauces, eggs, you name it, this marinade's got it. And I'm using the biggest mixer you've ever seen in your life. Never used anything like this before. It is industrial, like the amount of chicken I've got to cook.
I'm in charge of the braised pork belly with red cabbage and the apple compote.
You're okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Everything's okay
Thanks,
for you?
Frank.
The first thing we need to do is to get the 3 kilos of pork to steam, because that takes about 40 minutes.
This is where we're cooking all the barbecue sauce in.
Okay.
So once you've done that, you can tip it all in there.
Okay. At this stage, I'm really overwhelmed by the sheer volume of the vegetables required. 3 kilos of celery, 3 kilos of onions, 3 kilos of carrot, all to be prepped, just for the barbecue sauce to braise the pork with.
I'm responsible for the seared tuna dish. And the first thing I have to do is to trim and slice about 20 kilos worth of tuna fillets into 3 centimetre by 3 centimetre cubes, about 20 centimetres long.
Needs to be just lightly seasoned with salt and pepper, and then I'm going to get it straight onto that hot grill, seal it off for a couple of seconds, and then get it back in the fridge to chill.
I'm working on the seared beef dish. It's served with roasted beetroot and some caramelised onions.
I've seasoned it and then I'm going to roast it very quickly just to sear it. Then it goes in the oven for about 30 to 40 minutes.
Check your time now, your time control and your temperature. You're looking for, as you saw, a medium rare.
I start on the salmon, start to pin bone. Jonathan, it's just this one row here, isn't it?
Yeah, just feel right down that middle section.
Yeah. It's going to take forever. I've got a grip on the bone and I'm trying to wiggle and then take the bone out. They're breaking off. As I'm trying to do that, it snaps and it keeps snapping.
Squeeze and pull hard, Joe.
Yeah, okay.
Pin boning fish is really important, especially when you're doing sashimi.
I got the first couple out.
So you got to get those bones out so you can cut nice sashimi pieces, and so when you pick it up, you're not actually eating a raw bone. You want to start doing the cucumber salad.
Jonathan says just to leave it. He'll be with it shortly.
Get on the cucumbers.
Okay.
The most difficult part about the zucchini flower dish is just the time it takes.
You have to be really gentle with them. And you have to first get that stamen out in the middle.
We've probably been here 15 minutes and done about 30, which means that it's going to take us 10 hours to fill 1,000 zucchini flowers.
Aaron, you're the captain of the blue team.
I am.
What's your strategy?
We're actually getting the zucchini flower stuff right now, and we're pin boning out the salmon.
So the 7 of you are looking after, straight off the cuff, the salmon?
The salmon and the courgette.
Flowers.
And then as soon as those jobs have been tackled, we're going to start moving into the other 2 jobs.
Logistics is the issue here, and
Appreciate
I'm
that, George.
really concerned. As much as, great strategy, doing 2 canopies, splitting them amongst the team and getting it done, but you've still got another 2 canopies that need to be done as well.
Understood.
Right.
Thank you very much, George.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Mix it up with your hand. Once you get to your station, give your hands a wash, get 1 piece of chicken, yeah? Try it.
Once the marinade's all made up, I've actually got to get the chicken marinating. And that needs to be marinating for at least 15 or 20 minutes before I actually get frying.
Sky, how are you?
Good, thanks, George.
Captain of the red team. That's exciting.
I'm really enjoying it. I'm taking care of the major components that need to be done. And once those major components are done, we're all going to jump on board with the dishes that need to go out quickly and we're going to pump them out.
I think really important you get to grips with time management, making sure that they're getting stuff done.
Yeah.
All right, because if not, right when 4 o'clock comes, you're going to be scrambling. That's going to be an absolute disaster. So you need to get them moving.
Okay.
All right, good luck.
Thanks, George. Cheers.
I am loving the deep fryer. I'm channeling my my family's past. My great-grandfather was a fish and chipper off the boat, so it's in my loins that I can operate this machine.
Lance, you're the Director of Food and Beverage here on the Pacific Jewel. This is the sail-away party for your 2,000 guests. How important is this for you?
It's absolutely crucial. This cocktail party with all the canapes and the food and the experience itself, it's something that's part of the cruise package. So it has to be spot on, otherwise we fail.
Okay, boys, how's everything going here?
Yeah, we got ages. Hey, if we ever get a spare person, we probably need another opener.
Okay. It's 1:30, and we're supposed to be totally prepped by this point. I got it. The zucchini flowers are taking forever. Salmon itself has been filleted and some pin bonings happen, but Jake's actually finding a little bit of trouble and some bones in there. Marion is over now on the actual meat slicer to try and get the next dish ready.
With the Wagyu canapé that I'm going to be responsible for, I need to slice 2,000 pieces of meat. That's 1,000 of the Wagyu Bresaola and 1,000 of the prosciutto.
I used to work at a deli where we do, 20 slices in one go. To do 2,000 is crazy.
I haven't got onto my pears, haven't done the mayonnaise, haven't done the parmesan. So basically, I'm still doing the very first element of my canapé.
Yeah, you just open them, I pipe them. Hang on, go.
As I'm carving into these fish, I'm just hitting bone after bone after bone. A lot of them have been half boned or the bones have snapped inside, and it's making my life hell at the moment.
In total, how many slices have you done?
About 30-ish.
This is the start?
Yeah, this is it.
You are currently, a large number of you, looking like, not like you're working in a galley, but looking like you're working in the poop deck. You're so deep in the poop. Some of you are not going to get up the canapes in time for service. Lars is looking worried. I have a solution. Standing by outside, I have a team of 20 highly trained chefs. And they're willing to help you. You can hire each of these chefs, but each chef you hire will cost you 100 votes.
100 votes is a lot. You know, it's not something you would throw away because in the end, that could be the difference between winning and losing.
Okay, 100 votes a chef. Right now, we are in the shit in a major way. My initial reaction is, hell yes, let's get someone in.
Oh, we need at least one. Think about two.
They've got two dishes up.
I reckon one max. We need one.
It costs 100 votes, but if you don't have any food up, you're not going to get any votes anyway.
What do you want to do?
I'd like to hire a chef for 100 votes, please.
One chef?
One chef.
Both of the dishes that are going out a bit later are under control. And then we've also got the other two dishes for 4 o'clock under control. So
As a team, we decided that the cost of 100 votes is just too high to get an extra pair of hands on deck at the moment. So we're just going to leave it up to ourselves and power on.
Look, to me, I think that it's a worthy buy. You know, the more hands, the merrier at the moment. 770 done, we need 1,000 pieces, so we need them all twisted, and then we need 1,000 of the prosciutto. I'm just hoping this guy's a gun and he can just finish this thing off for us nice and quickly, get us back to, you know, something even vaguely even to the red team.
Red team, blue team, it's 2 o'clock. There are people arriving as we speak. At 4 o'clock, there better be canopies up there for these people to eat.
Jonathan, how are you doing, mate?
Great, I'm going to get these done. I'm going to mix all these herbs. To make the lamb cutlet, it's pretty straightforward. It's a lot of Dijon mustard mixed with rosemary, thyme, sage and tarragon, mixed together in a little paste. The cutlet goes through the paste and then it's just lightly crumbed with some breadcrumbs. Well, there's 4 of these trays, which are bloody massive, and so I've got a long time to go, yeah, seriously.
My first lot of chicken, about 6 or 7 trays, are coming out of the oven. Brent comes around and examines the first lot that have come out.
Just need to go a little bit longer, mate.
Needs longer?
Yeah.
All of them?
See? Always check the bone when you're checking chicken, and when you see blood like that, that's not good.
So all
Just
of them going back in?
Yeah.
Shit!
Having something that's undercooked is just not acceptable.
Okay, guys, can we just step back for a second? And we're just going to talk about how we're going to make this production line work really well.
It's 2:35 and we are just about ready to plate up.
We're going to take care of the tuna dish over here, and then we're going to take care of the beef dish over here.
Sky's doing a great job. We've got a uniform approach to this. We're doing this together.
Once we're actually up and running and the production line's working like a well-oiled machine, I'd say we are pumping out somewhere around 60 to 70 canapes per minute. It's pretty amazing.
Is that the mustard mayonnaise?
Yeah.
How many mustard? One?
One.
Let's put a little bit more.
To make the zucchini flour tempura batter is extremely hard work. It's really difficult to get the right consistency.
I need this completed soon, Joe.
It's really heavy mixing, but I'm getting there.
Do you need some help? Do you want to swap jobs?
I need
I've never seen Aaron like this before.
I need a tray, I need a pot of flour, come on.
Yes.
Normally quite reserved, and to see him just in overdrive is quite hilarious, actually.
Do you need more people?
We're not going to get any more chefs because what's going to happen very, very soon is people are going to start completing their jobs, getting the others done, and we'll get this finished, I promise you, chef.
Perfect.
Ladies and gentlemen, half an hour before service starts, guests are waiting upstairs. You need to get the canapes up to them so you can get your vote.
Service is approaching really fast. I've crumbed about 750 lamb cutlets and I've just started frying. I'm not even a quarter of the way through the frying process. Then these got to be finished in the oven.
Joe and I have figured out a fairly good system for getting this production line going. I am doing the mayonnaise and she's doing the pear, I'm doing the parmesan, then we're both doing the meat.
Once you finish a row, you've got another row and another row and then another tray and another tray. 20 trays, that's a lot.
That's 100. I've got all of this, but that to me doesn't look like 1,000, so we'll just have to see how we go.
The beef has been cut too thick, which means we probably won't have enough for 1,000 canapes.
Sky?
Yes, darling?
I have a feeling we're going to be quite a long way short.
Claire seems a little bit tense about the beef situation. I think it's getting to her a little bit.
How many total? So I haven't counted them all. Yeah, so 240.
Okay, it's 3:45, guys. You really need to get busy now, yeah? Why have we got beef? Why have we got beef on the counter? This is a 5-star USPH following ship, lady. We don't put beef on the counter and not on a piece of plastic. Gloves and covers, containers, hygiene as well as the food.
Yes, chef.
Brent's riding us pretty hard, making very clear that we need to be working faster and harder.
We have to redo those, chef.
You don't have the time, ladies. You need to start moving. Now you got to...
This is a serious problem because it's too far gone. There's nothing I can do. I can't sear more beef because there isn't any more beef.
How much have you got?
280.
280 slices of beef.
This dish is my responsibility and I will potentially put my entire team in a position where they're vulnerable to elimination.
Welcome to the P&O Pacific Jewel Sail Away Cruise Launch Party! Tonight, the canapes that you'll be eating have been made by contestants from MasterChef.
The food that we've prepared for the past 5 hours is about to go upstairs to 2,000 people.
We're going to hand the judging of this challenge over to all of you. So, when the canapes come round, you'll notice that on the trays there'll be a coloured napkin that is either red or blue.
The patrons will be voting on their favourite dish, and the team with the most votes wins the challenge.
Remember, based on your decisions today and how you vote, one team will face elimination.
How much have you got?
280.
280 slices of beef.
The beef has been cut too thick, which means we probably won't have enough for 1,000 canapes.
Slice them. Slice them.
Beef dish is requiring quite a bit of attention at the moment. We need to slice those pieces of beef up and make sure that we've got the numbers.
Good. When do you want me to start doing the pork?
No, let's focus on the chicken first. We need to get that done.
Pressure is building as 4 o'clock nears. Yeah, it's building. It's like a roller coaster ride. Click, click, click. You're almost reaching the top, and you know that big dip is coming.
Marion, how long on the rest of those platters?
Another 15, maybe?
How many salmon platters have we got done? 8 done. 8 salmon done.
I think you need to get 15 salmon and 15 prosciutto at least.
Thanks for your help, Alvin.
Counting down to 4 o'clock, the pressure just mounted and mounted.
The service staff is waiting for food. 1, 2, 3, we gotta get the food out now.
Service starts and I look up and there must be about 30 waiters wearing blue.
There's so many waiters waiting on our food because our food isn't ready yet. Simple as that.
First, can we start taking out these canapes? It's a seared tuna with wasabi mayonnaise. We've also got ginger and shallots on top.
First impressions are really important. And if the first dishes are the red team's dishes, that's great for us.
Okay, so the next dish that we're taking out is sesame-encrusted chicken and honey soy dressing dipping sauce.
The food is just whizzing out of the kitchen.
Oh, look at this!
The chicken was very nice. It could have been a little bit hotter. The tuna I was very impressed with. It was quite nice.
I had the chicken and the tuna. Bring on the blue team because I'm still hungry.
Okay, guys, the first dish that's coming out is Wagyu Bresaola with prosciutto, pear, and parmesan, okay? We're going to have more trays coming in the next few minutes. This is all we've got to start with. We've got our 2 cold entrees ready to go first.
Look, we are behind. There's no denying that we're behind. But we're a hell of a lot better than where we were.
Very good. I've never had prosciutto before, so that was the first for me, and yeah, I really liked it.
Excuse me, coming through.
Tommy, do you like that?
I do. It has a sweetness with a tiny little bite to it.
Yeah.
And I like things with a little bit of a bite.
Yeah.
There's quite a bit of fussing around plating up the pork belly, so it takes us a little bit longer than I expected. We need to pick up the pace.
Okay, let's go.
When the first set of trays of pork finally go out, it's a big sense of relief.
It's beautifully cooked. Very beautifully cooked. 4 trays of lamb in the oven now. As soon as that's ready, get your trays on here.
Yeah, get the trays up there.
Onto the trays and then
get
send
them out.
Yeah.
Done.
Lamb cutlets were planned to come out last on our menu.
Come on. Shut the door.
We've moved them up to second last on our menu because the zucchini flowers are definitely going to be coming out last.
We know that the lamb's going to be a hit, so if we don't get that lamb out, then we're losing votes by the second.
Come on, let's get the rest of these plated.
Finally, the first tray goes out. It doesn't really matter what's happened in the kitchen, whether we've worked as a team, we've worked as individuals, because really, it's up to the punter upstairs that's going to vote on the food. But everyone likes a lamb chop.
Yummy.
Chef, we're sending out 150 now.
Perfect. Go for it.
Yep.
I feel like we're winning. I keep saying to Jono, how many trays of lamb left? He's like 3, 2, there's only 1 tray left. So I feel like we're really pushing it, but we're getting it done.
As good as what I make? Oh, no, the blue team's going to have to beat the game.
I'm definitely voting for the blue team unless the red team comes up with something totally superb because the cutlets were unreal. Where do you want this? Just down here? Just here? Just right against the wall?
4:30, we've got 10 trays of beef, which is all ready to go up.
So,
There's nothing I can really do about the beef at this point.
thank you.
I just hope that it's good enough and that it's not my dish that lets everyone down.
Oh, thank you, that's delicious.
I actually want to vote for it. That was really, really yummy.
As soon as they're ready, re-drop the lot.
I have to somehow fry up to 1,000 zucchini flowers. Not going to happen, obviously, all at once. So Matt takes half the batter and half the zucchini flowers and gets over to another deep fry, which is across the other side of the kitchen. We've now got a bit of a system going.
There is 30 minutes left of service. Matt and Callum are working like machines.
We're ready to go.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
We're running zucchini flowers up to Aaron, who's quickly plating them up and getting them off to the waiters.
Jump right on here, get these out ASAP.
The zucchini flowers are the only vegetarian canapé, so it's really important that we get as many as we can out onto the pool deck.
So we're trying to push out as much food out in these last 15 minutes as possible.
Yeah, I like this dish, so I'll vote for the blue team, I think. Yeah.
The blue team's back in the competition.
You like it?
I do like it. It's a little bit powdery, but I like it. Yeah.
It's been an epic day today on an epic ship.
It's now all out of our hands. We've just got to keep our fingers crossed that the guests up there have loved our canapes.
Come on, red team. Is that it?
Service, last plate.
We all bring out the last tray as a team, and what a relief. It's over.
Well done, guys, it's done. Well done.
We're all relieved, we're on a high, we're exhausted, but I think most of all, we're very proud of what we've achieved.
What a massive, massive effort. Chef, how do you think they went?
Our passengers are impressed upstairs. You managed to get out a tremendous amount of canapes. That's amazing, amazing, amazing.
I voted for the red team because I love the tuna.
I'm voting for the blue team. The prosciutto was just beautiful, delicious. I loved it.
Probably red at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, I like the blue. I like the blue. Definitely red.
The challenge is over, and all we can do now is wait and see which team is going to be facing elimination tomorrow.
Walking in the kitchen today, it's fair to say we are all absolutely exhausted.
Blue team, red team, welcome back to the MasterChef kitchen.
Yesterday was a tough challenge, but you came out bruised, battered, but unbowed.
The joy of winning. And for one team today, the opportunity to go and have lunch at the delicious Red Lantern and get a little masterclass with Chef Mark Jensen.
And the downside is that for the losing team, you'll face an elimination round. In that elimination round, one of you will go home.
Before we reveal the votes, let's look back at how each team fared. Red team, we're going to start with you. Sky, you're the captain. Smashing job. Absolutely smashing job. Who said you can't be a leader? You're a great leader. You delegated right from the get-go. You spread out the canapes amongst each member and you got off and running.
Another really big positive was those chicken wings. Up on the deck. They love those chicken wings. It was like seagulls descending on chips. It was fantastic, Peter. But down in the kitchen, George, what was going on?
The chicken came out of the oven. If Brent, the sous chef, hadn't checked them...
Always check the bone when you're checking chicken, and when you see blood like that, that's not good.
There would have been raw chicken given to all the guests. Do you know the fantastic thing about salmonella? Is it gets you like 6 hours later. Being on a boat out at sea, oh. 1,000 people, oh, not good. Claire, you're in charge of the shaved beef.
Yes.
How much have you got?
280.
You didn't have enough beef canopies to go out. They were the least amount of all your canopies that went out. So, you know, that could cost you points, no doubt about that.
If we go down, it will be in large part my fault. So I am very nervous about the outcome.
Now let's look at how the blue team fared.
Aaron, you were team captain. Your approach in the kitchen was frantic, no doubt about that.
Courgette flowers, ASAP, please. Let's do it.
Why was that?
I didn't think I was frantic. I thought I was definitely short and I was sharp and I had a lot to cover. I just thought I was busy, determined and focused.
If there's one dish that Chef Lars didn't stop talking about in terms of his concern, it was the salmon.
In total, how many slices have you done?
About 30-ish.
This is the start?
Yeah.
Jake, I saw you working on that at one point. Tell us what happened.
The pin bones were quite difficult to get out, so when I went to slice them up, I struggled getting nice, even slices. I've only got myself to blame, but it's just one of those days.
Joanne, you're shaking your head.
I really feel for Jake because I was on that dish too. I helped out, so I'm responsible as well then.
Who else was? Who else worked on it?
I thought I did a really bad job of filleting the first one. I was trying to get it done quickly and really stuffed it up. I'm partly to blame, yep.
Right, the next thing we need to talk about is the zucchini flowers.
The real tragedy about zucchini flowers is out on the deck, the batter was flannelly. It wasn't that wonderful tempura, crunchy, crispy.
It's a little bit powdery.
And they weren't a big hit. Which of you worked on the zucchini flowers? Put your hands up if you touched the zucchini flowers during service. Blue, as well as those areas that needed improvement, there were some big highs yesterday. Huge positive for the blue team was the fact that those lamb chops, Jonathan, were the dish of the day. Everybody loved your lamb cutlets. Well done. Blue and red team. It's time to reveal which team scored the most votes. Blue team, you decided to buy in some chef support. That cost you 100 votes. We've subtracted those 100 votes from your total of all the votes cast for the blue team. One team scored 762 votes. The other team scored 1,138 votes.
I'm really surprised at the difference between the scores. It's a huge win for whoever's won today.
The winner of the Pacific Jewel Sail Away Party Challenge is the red team.
This is definitely one of the most proud moments of my life, I've got to be honest. Well done.
Red team, phenomenal performance, really, really good. Well run, everyone working in their own sections, and those guests just loved the food you put up. Loved it.
Well done, guys. Well done.
Red team, you've got a well-deserved lunch at Red Lantern and a little cooking class by Chef Mark Jensen. Have fun, well done, you deserve it.
There is a real sense of achievement and a real sense of reward getting out of this kitchen and going to lunch, because this elimination, whatever happens, is not going to be fun.
I'm just thinking, here we go, another team elimination. I'm over it. I'm over them. I can't do them anymore.
3 people from the losing team will go into the elimination challenge. But we won't be deciding who those 3 people will be. You will be. As a team, you must make the hard decision of which 3 members contributed most to your loss on the day. Those 3 will return shortly to face an elimination challenge.
I think after the performance yesterday, I'm definitely going to be a marked man.
It's also worth noting that Marion is the only holder of immunity, and she could use that immunity today.
Okay, blue team, it's decision time. Head upstairs, have a chat, discuss it. When you're finished, 3 of you will return downstairs. We'll see you shortly.
I'm gutted by this. I mean, I didn't come here to judge my fellow competitors, people that I've worked with. I mean, how the hell do you make this decision?
Let's not see it as turning on each other. Like,
That's
it's not
right.
that at all.
Yeah, it's not.
Okay? We're picking 3 people for elimination.
The blue team talks about each of the dishes that were singled out as being the worst of the day, being the sashimi salmon and the zucchini flowers.
Who was the people that were responsible for the salmon dish?
I'll put my hand in, my name in, because I just make it easy for you. I'm putting myself into this elimination, taking responsibility, and that's what I do in my normal life, and And that's what I'm going to do today. I was on both of those dishes. I made the tempura.
I need this completed soon, Joe.
It's really heavy mixing, but I'm getting there. That's it. I know where I should be.
I admire Joanne's bravery.
The three of us who worked on the salmon should go in.
By stuffing up the filleting in the beginning, that was just the first step in all the failures that we had with the salmon, and I felt really responsible for it.
I had a bad day.
I've put myself up, and everyone else is agreeing to that as well.
Jake, do you want to have anything to offer about this at all? What do you want to say?
No.
You don't want to say anything?
What can I say, mate? I didn't let anyone down. I was the only one that stayed on those fish from beginning to end, but I'm the one that's got to take responsibility for it. So I'm spewing about it.
Well, the decision doesn't lie with me. This is the thing.
I'll go into an elimination. I sort of feel like if I don't put my hand up, the finger's going to get pointed at me anyway. It's like the old adage, you'd rather quit before you get fired.
So we agreed that we are going to present the three least impressive performers in the challenge as Joanne, Jake and Marion. Fair enough. Let's go down.
When they are sort of like giving me a hug, it's like they're saying goodbye, and I'm thinking, I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to get through this no matter what.
Tomorrow night on MasterChef Australia.
Comes down to this one dish.
Marion, Jake and Joanne face an elimination taste test.
It's quite intimidating. The judges try and make you doubt your instincts.
It's a battle that will put their food knowledge to the ultimate test.
This is where all that homework will finally pay off.
As they attempt to correctly identify 23 ingredients, and the first to stumble will be eliminated.
Without taste, forget about it.
But will Marion choose to use her immunity or risk her MasterChef dream?
So, Marion, how good's your palate?